What's up guys, I'm Nate, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a base SaaS platform with Cursor, Stripe, Supabase, and React. So let's get right into it. Pretty much as you can see here, I have a blank project, and all I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and I'm going to open up a new file, maybe call it base, and I'm just going to open it up. So after I'm here, I'm actually going to go and I'm going to open up Google Chrome, and I'm going to search up maybe Next.js, just search up Next.js. And as you can see, I go to the shadcn website. So as you can see here, I'm on the shadcn starter docs. So there are really two options. Option one, I go and I follow this test. Option two, I can actually copy this URL and I can go into Cursor and I can add it to the Cursor documentation so that the AI understands exactly what it is. So if I go in here, I'm gonna go into the settings and then click down from general to features. I will then go to docs. As you can see right there, manage the custom docs that you've added. I'm gonna add a new doc using that URL. I'm gonna call it shad-next. Beautiful. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna go back here, close out of these, and open up a new chat window. And I'm gonna add shad-next. Please create me a base shad-next project. Just to make sure I'm on agent mode, and I am using, in this case, 3/7 Sonnet. I mean, you can use any AI really. So what this is this actually read through and scraped the docs, so it understands exactly what to do in order to start all this stuff up. So it's setting up a new next project right there. As you can see, boom there at latest, run command, proceed. I'm gonna go press Y, continue. Yes, awesome. So we'll just let this run. And now it's just testing it, and it's adding a button component just to make sure everything works. Beautiful. And now it's updating the homepage to include the button. Just let it update for a little bit. It's actually rewriting. So if I go in here, this is my next project. Into the source, I can now go into my app section, and you can see there's this page.tsx, which is the base kind of starter page that it shows up with. And I just edited the page, well, AI did, in order to incorporate the button as seen right here. So I'm going to run npm run dev. Boom there, starting it up. And all I have to do is click this URL. Oh, as you can see, there are errors. So with these, I'm going to go paste that in there. And as you can see right here, I have this new project with the buttons. So now what I'm pretty much going to do is that I'm going to say, can you please make me a landing page, about us page, pricing page, and pricing page. Or actually, I want a pricing and contact us page in order in the project. Beautiful. Ask the agent to do it. It will then go. What it's going to do is going to create separate different files for each page. So it's just reading some right now. It's reading the layout. Boom there. It's adding a navbar. Let me actually, while this is running, I'm going to start up this again. Make sure it's all good. Let it load. As you can see, boom, it added this beautiful navbar just right off of that. And it's super, it should in theory be. Okay, yeah. So it has some stuff like this right here, but it's still a work in progress nonetheless. So these pages are now being built. Made a check icon, which is really interesting, but to each their own. Beautiful. So as you can see right now, it created the landing page, the about us page, pricing page, and contact us page. So in theory, if I go to this URL, beautiful. So I'm going to open this up, and it's kind of a templatized page. As you can see, there are a lot of issues with it, just with the sizing, with the layout, orientation. It's all aligned left, but overall, not bad at all. I mean, this is very, very impressive, especially considering they have images there. Obviously, they're fake images, so they won't load. But I mean, in one prompt, we have everything from a home page, an about page, pricing, and a contact us page, which is all very high quality stuff. So now let's talk to it. The issues, pretty much what we're going to say is, hey, this is great, but everything is oddly aligned left. Please ensure everything from the top bar to the information or to the pages is aligned center. Please ensure this is all perfect. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to be attaching kind of like a base understanding of this one. So for this project, what maybe I might do is I make this a course. So for this project, it will be a course about financial literacy. Please build it modern thing. Use the colors blue and white in order to portray it. Beautiful. And now we will let that run. But in general, this really isn't bad at all. Like I said, I mean, we have the homepage. There's everything you need, features, what customers say, get started. You can view the pricing right from there. But first we have the about us, what we believe in, beating the people journey. We also have a pricing page, which is beautiful, and then the contact us page. So it's great. As you can see here, it's actually editing the colors, which is very exciting. It already started with some of the buttons, which is cool. Beautiful. And now it is beginning to edit everything such that it is in the middle. It's actually really impressive that it's starting to generate SVGs like this. As you can see, I mean, there's a little thing right there that's just not bad. Not bad at all. Wow. And it has a couple courses, what our students are saying. Wow, very impressive. That's a little issue, but I mean, that's very fixable. So yep, the About Us page, very exciting. And so while this is loading, I actually noticed a couple of issues. So first off, I don't necessarily want this to be different courses like this, but I'd rather have two options. I want option one for all people for financial literacy, and then option two, I actually want it to be people that are more advanced and like more understanding. So I'm just going to briefly say that, rather than different courses, I want monthly subscriptions, one of which should be $9 per week or $350 a year, and the other advisors will be $29 a week or $1K per year. And so we'll actually just let this run very quickly. I'm going to ask it also to please utilize tabular icons rather than building your own. Just to like fully understand everything. Use that button there. But as you can see, it finished the courses one. It's actually very, very, very pretty course. I'm really impressed. And then the contact us is now changed to be the proper colors and formatted in the middle. But I mean, even the interested in, for this to just auto-generate this, I've spent probably a total of 10 minutes, and this is phenomenal for that price or for that time. So as you can see back here, I am actually currently installing the tabular icons, which I just asked for up here. Tabular icons, it's a NPM package, so it's really easy to use, and you don't have to, it makes you save a lot less data, and they're actually really, really pretty. As you can see right here, let's search up a couple of them. Free packages, boom, there. It has everything from whatever this is, a line box bottom left, to an alien face. Oh, that is an alien face. Let's go. That's sick. Okay, bet. This is once again editing the pages. It's showing the subscription-based options in this case. I feel like we should be playing music or something. This is kind of fun. And I already noticed the pricing of a toggle. Okay, so it's giving me a current update on what it's done. Let's just make those last couple of changes. I just want to be able to purchase both plans later down the road. But I mean, very, very impressive. I won't lie. Very good. And so there are a couple of things that I would like to fix, but that said, very easy to do so. So what I'm actually doing here is I don't like how all the features in this one file, the page. So I'm going to have, but first let's let it take care of that. Not sure where it made this or what's going on now. Okay, so it's going a little bit off the rails. With that said, this should still work. And as you can see, it added icons to these. Very exciting stuff. And I think the one thing that I would like to fix is this last thing right here. Actually, this might just be because content. That's weird, because that exists for sure. But with that said, I mean, this works right here pretty well, so it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. Beautiful. Now I'm going to accept all. I'm going to go through this. As you can see, there's supposed to be a little image right there, but overall not good. About page kind of explains about what it's about. Subscriptions. Let's make sure that there's a little icon. Boom. Beautiful. Boom, boom. There's even a accordion. And start free trial. Talk to an advisor. So now, also pretty cool. Now what I would say is please change the navbar and other buttons such that there is a sign up and log in. For this, please use the Supabase MCP. So pretty much what an MCP does is that it's allowing this AI, in this case Claude 3.7 Sonnet, to use another AI in order to understand what's going on and to call different tools and to actually take action. So in here, I'm going to search up Supabase MCP, boom there. And right here, you can see a little Supabase MCP, what to do. I currently use Cursor, so here are my docs. All I had to do was literally just take this in here, paste it into here, and it allowed you to do it. So once it's set up, you can go into the settings and you can go right here. You can see that you have an MCP in the server, you can also add a new one. And you just go right in here, you add a new JSON file. Super, super easy to do. Now, I currently don't have enough seats for another project, so I'm going to say, please remove whatever project in order to get this going. I want Supabase, Auth, and database. Great. So we'll let that run. And so pretty much what this is going to do is that it's going to utilize Supabase for the authentication in order to sign up with Google, Apple, email and password, and even phone number. And then on top of that, it's also going to use the Supabase database. So the Supabase is, at this point, is really an all-in-one solution. And the MCP really is it's just unfair at this point what you can do with it. So we're going to allow these to run. As you can see, it's just checking the cost, creating it, blah, blah, blah. Beautiful. And so at the point, it's really this easy. It's really just sit back in your computer, relax, make sure that everything's going well with the AI, and you're really just the manager, which is super exciting. Something, I'll show you guys these because I will change them, is that you can see it actually added the keys in here. Maybe I should blur that out even. I'm not really sure. We'll figure that out later. With that said, this is cool. I'm just going to ask it right now, please change the Supabase keys into an env. Let's be smart here. I'm going to run this tool while it's at it. So it appears to me as if this has already been done. But I guess it's just running through it. This is another issue with AI. Sometimes it will go in circles, but that's really easy to fix. Okay, so I'm just going to accept all, and I'm going to toss in this new error. Great, so now, in theory, none of these pages work. Great, so I actually just feel like I'm in a great spot with this, the homepage, about, subscriptions, contact, that I want to go into a new chat just because I want everything to load properly and I don't want to have to go through any issues. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say, please change the navbar and other buttons such that there's a sign up and login. For this, please use Supabase MCP. Please remove whatever project in order to get this going. This is really just because I don't have any projects that I'm using that aren't I have a bunch of projects and I'm not really using them anymore, but I still have them running. So I just want to turn them off. I want Supabase for authentication and database, but first read the file structure and align. Beautiful. So pretty much what an MCP is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to search up Supabase MCP. Beautiful. And so what an MCP is that it's a tool that AIs use. So one AI model, in this case, my Claude 3.7 Sonnet, can utilize a tool directly connected to Supabase in order to create actions. For example, it can create a new project, as I'm sure it's going to do right here. It can delete projects. It can upgrade and create new tables. It can also structure a table in a certain way. So maybe, for example, a table is where you store your data. So maybe it has a table where it's like the user table and it has their name, their email, and their password. In this case, what it could do is that it could add a new layer. So maybe it's name, email, password, and then subscription or something like that. It just allows you to it's super easy to edit your tables and to just allow everything to run. So I'm going to run this tool right here, and it's going to ask me to run a couple of tools just so I can get a base understanding of the MCP stuff. And as you can see right now, it's creating a Supabase file. Let's just make sure that it's in the right place. Okay, yep. Beautiful there. Run this tool and keep going. Awesome. It's creating an env local to store my credentials. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. As you can see, there's a key right there. I'm not going to show you guys the whole key, but pretty much what an env key is that an env file is that it stores all of your keys, keeps them super secure, and it won't, if you upload it to the cloud, if you upload it to GitHub, it won't put the keys up there if you have a git ignore file in place. So as you can see right here, my git ignore file has these files that I just don't want to go and push to the cloud. So .env, it's opting out of committing all of these files, which is really, really nice. And then so now I have an app. As you can see, I have an auth now, callback route, beautiful little page, another page. This is going to be great. We're just going to keep this rolling. Actually, this is now applying an auth wrapper to all of my pages, which is really, really good. I needed this. And it's setting the top bar to have a login and sign up button, which is also great. Create a simple page for profile page for users that are logged in. This should be one of the last things. But while this is running, let's go into Supabase and let's see what exactly we're running. So I named this thing financial literacy. If I go in here, it's kind of like a base of the project. There I can see there's a table editor. There's SQL editor. I also have a database right here, my auth. As you can see, it's going to store UID, display name. I want to move that back. Email, phone number, providers, provider type, created at, blah, 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 blah. Just a bunch of great stuff. Boom there, created this, use Supabase for configuration, added the env variables, which is also great. I'm just going to turn this off and run it again just because, and then I'll go to this URL. So great. In here, you can see view subscription plans. It'll bring me there. I can also go check that. Now I want to go sign up. This is my first time signing up. If these work, that would be insane. I don't think that I have Google or GitHub connected yet, so I'm going to have to pause on those. With that said, email should work. So let's put nate@creates.com. And we'll just put the same password just because. And I'm going to open up my logs. I'm going to go console logs. Boom there. Press sign up. So in theory, oh, okay. So it's saying that it sent me an email for confirmation link. I don't want this actually. So what I'm going to do is say, I don't want an email confirmation. Do I have to have that in order to sign up? I know that I don't, but pretty much what it's going to do is it's going to read everything, make sure everything's legit. Right now it's just saying Supabase implemented that. I don't want that. It's going to disable it in Supabase right now. Boom there. Beautiful. Skip that. Awesome. We're just going to let it keep going. Boom there. But in theory, what it should have done is that if I reload this page, it will have one user. Wow, would you look at that? And it created a user. It actually added my email and created that. This is great. This is great. And in theory, if I went to this email, signed up, it would allow me to do it perfectly fine. It's just a friction point that I don't necessarily want. And so that's why I'm just cutting it out in totality. Beautiful. So now I have two options for handle sign up without email confirmation, Supabase dashboard and disable email confirmations and authentication settings email. Alternatively, I could use custom sign up page. We don't want to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go in the settings and we're going to do this properly. So in here, okay, I'm in here. I'm going to go authentication settings and then email. Confirm your sign up. I don't want this though, unfortunately. So let's see where exactly in the settings I can remove it, because I can't say that I've gotten this far on Supabase. Normally what I do is I use Firebase. So there's not really a necessary reason for that. I tend to use Firebase and Mongo Stack though, just because, it can't hurt really at the end of the day. Allow new users to sign up if this is disabled as you use. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Enabled, blank, 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 blank. As you can see, just like I mentioned, Google and GitHub are disabled currently. With that said, can't seem to find the settings anywhere. Where do I turn off email verification? Click on the settings tab. Where is the settings tab you speak of? Go to Supabase project dashboard, navigate to authentication section and then left sidebar. Here's the email section. I'm just gonna go copy paste that. Okay, so if I had to guess, it would be in here. Signups, email, user up. Okay, beautiful. Secure email change. Yeah, we don't need that. Your password changes, no. Enable email provider. This is this signups. Beautiful. Okay, that's great. Let's save these. Beautiful. Now let's say I changed it in the DB. Do I have to change anything in here? Okay, and then what we're actually going to do is I'm going to delete myself from this just so I can try. Could have also tried with another email, but beautiful. Oh, as you can see, it made a new one. Let's just go back here. I'm just going to stop it. Beautiful. So as you can see, rather than me going through the whole process and me having extra files, I just reverted back to a previous state where we didn't even know about this. It wasn't aware. Turn it off. You can verify this by testing the user flow sign up. Beautiful. We go here, go here. I'm going to reload this page just for everybody. Nate@creates.com. Boom there, sign up. And it looks like we had an internal server error. Now we'll go paste that. We will also paste this error just because. And I'm going to send that. Great. So let me make sure I don't have a user in here. If I do, I'm just going to delete it again. Awesome. Wait, oh, shucks. Go back. Let's oh, shoot. Beautiful, beautiful. Sign up. Oh, and then I'm logged in. Wow, would you look at that? I didn't even realize it. So I'm just going to explain more. So as you can see, I did actually log in and it has me right there. Then I can log out. Oh, I see my profile now. So after I log in, it works properly. Top bar doesn't change. I remain on the sign up. It should redirect me to the home page. Also, please ensure the home page. Beautiful. So now what it's going to do is in theory, what I want it to do is I want it to change this. I don't really want the home. I want the about. I do want the subscriptions and the contact. I don't need any more as well. So I'm actually going to tell it that when logged in. Please home about or contact page. Please have a sidebar with the pages for pricing, a home page, and a settings. Great. So let's see this cook. With that said though, I mean, this should be pretty legit. Let me log out right here. I'm going to sign up using a different email. Boom. There we go. And it redirected me to the home page. So now I'm also going to explain it. So I think that it misunderstood. I thought it meant that it would want to be redirected to this page. I actually want it to redirect to a dashboard page, which will kind of show my analytics and whatnot. So I'm going to explain that. Board page is different from home page. Please just change it or change the redirect in login and sign. Beautiful. So this is going to reload, set everything up properly, and we should be good. Let's just reload this. Boom, still logged in. This is honestly great though. I mean, we're going very fast. Yeah, we should have a SaaS platform done by tonight. I'm just going to explain. I want no top bar. Actually, I kind of do because on mobile. I'll let them be. Let's just make sure everything's working properly. And we can go from there. Oh, wow. Great. This is awesome. So dashboard should have my pricing page, which is a little bit messed up. And then the settings page, which is good. So it's just my pricing page that doesn't have the conditionally render if logged in, not conditional on the page. That is weird. I'm kidding. But that is wrong. Properly, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have I guess in this case, what we could do is we could have a sidebar. So, okay. So if logged in, I want a sidebar. If not logged in, I want a top bar. Now, the one thing to remember is if logged in and on mobile, I want a top bar with a hamburger to switch between tabs. All right, let's let that cook. But I mean, overall not bad. It's really giving me anxiety though, I won't lie. Very cool. It added this, which is not supposed to add because it's giving me nope. We'll be upset over that later. What we're going to do now is we're going to finish this stuff. Okay. Bang. Oh, still obnoxious. Okay, beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're actually just remove the metadata. Nobody even uses metadata anymore. Kidding. Realistically though, it's not really top priority just because, we're trying to get an MVP of the app. It's not like, and we need to increase the SEO by any means. It actually didn't even make any changes, which is kind of concerning. Use auth must be within the auth provider. Great. See if that, yes. So let's inspect here. Let's let it go down to here. Little hamburger, little bada boom, bada bing. This is perfect. Wow. This is getting there. Say once again, please. Oh, actually, I kind of like it. Is that crazy? I kind of like having both. What happened? Okay. So I'm gonna say to it, beautiful. And then let me just make sure. Kind of curious what this is on that. Okay. So that's that's definitely very buggy. With that said, I mean, okay, yeah, it's not bad though. I'm kind of impressed. Is that crazy? Please align logo left in logged in. Because it looks weird. I want it to in the center of that's that. I kind of like the high Nate though. Can we put that back? High name up top. Also the sidebar. Boom. All right, let's let this cook. With that said though, I want to log out and just make sure everything's good logged out. Okay, beautiful. And let me sign back in. I wish I remembered the thing. I'm gonna have to sign back up. Great. This is great. No, it didn't understand. Logged in navbar. It is still being the financial literacy, which I now cannot grab. Yeah, but really at this point, all it is just going to be styling. And then we're going to get into Stripe stuff in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then once we get Stripe stuff done, in theory, we should be golden. Should be it. I won't be complaining. I don't know if you guys will, but I definitely won't. I mean, this will be lit. I'll be pumped. Really, I will. Now I just duplicated the freaking nut. Oh, gosh. I'm just gonna, is that bad? No, I should. Beautiful. Come on. Wow. This is not working. We'll go to new chat. When signed in, the logo is weird and not aligning. Signed out. Okay, let's see if this works. If not, I'm honestly going to call it. This really isn't a big deal, but just because. Great. Wow, it worked. Would you look at that? And let me log out really quickly. Just make sure everything works perfectly. Wow, log in. Boom. Sidebar as a large above the dashboard. Great. And then I think the next step is going to be Stripe, which will be a hassle, but nonetheless, it will be fun. So I'm trying to think here. Okay, great. Fix that issue. So the next thing, actually, what I want to do before the Stripe stuff is, honestly, yeah, I kind of want to do the Stripe stuff and I want to save this. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go here, search up Stripe docs, go in here, Stripe documentation. Oh, getting started. Beautiful. Nope. Stripe documentation. Great. So what this is going to be is going to be the developer tools, API. No, it's not even gonna be, I guess just getting started. Start developing. So I'm going to go in here, back into the settings. We're going to go in here. Let me move this out for you guys a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm going to go into the features, scroll down. Once again, add new doc, paste in the Stripe docs. I actually have it pasted already, so I'm going to use this one. But in theory, you just paste it and do that. So then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to just talk to it. Well, first off, I'm going to accept all. And I'm probably going to commit because I think this is a really good space to be. Let me accept all. Using Supabase and next. Beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to please Stripe docs, webhook set up. Have the webhook set up, have along with a billing. Great, so we'll let that cook. In the meantime, I'm going to be going through the Stripe stuff. So let me go in here. I'm actually going to log in. Hey, it worked. Wow. Good stuff. So now what you want to do is you want to create a product. So in here, I created a product there. What I want to go is I actually want to go create a new product and I want to name it. So in this case, there would be two names. The first name would be, we're going to call it, so the company name is actually Profit for the People, and a little description. We don't need that either. Recurring, we want it to be $9 per month, monthly. $9 per week. We also want to add another pricing option. See, nope. Okay, we're going to do that first. So next there, Profit for the People, we're going to do weekly, $9 a month. Let's add another price where it's going to be yearly for, I believe it was $350. Why don't we check? Because it's right here. Oh, I lied. NPM run dev. Why don't we check? Because it's right here. Oh, shucks. All right, I guess we're looking through the code. Payment, price, and it was in the checking now. $350, okay. $350 and then $29 1K. So let's go back over here. We'll do $350 per year. Next. Great. Add product. Awesome. Now we want to add another one for the people advisors. Pretty much what that's going to be is it's going to be $29 per week. Auto weekly. And oh, sorry about that. We're going to add the product. Oh, shucks. Can we go in here and add another one? Add a new price. Beautiful. So that's yearly of 1K. Not 10K, 1K. That would be cool though. Great price. Awesome. Beautiful. I wonder how that worked. We'll find out. So as you can see, it probably didn't turn out well. Let me turn this off and just run this again so we get a fresh start. Wow, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Okay, so less errors, which is good, I guess. And then actually what we're going to do is we're going to go into test mode and we are going to add the same products. Beautiful. Now let's fix these last errors. Goodness gracious, it is. Let us see. Can't say I know what that is either. Frick. Can we just revert everything? Beautiful. Okay, so now what we're going to say is please please integrate Stripe into our. So what it does is it actually read all the Stripe docs for us and it's going to work on implementing the Stripe functionality, which is great. Awesome. Just installing Stripe. We'll let it cook. We'll let it figure it out. So the reason there is new updated Stripes, but the reason that we're not using one of those is because the AI doesn't understand it yet. So what it's going to do is it's going to rely mainly on its previous knowledge. Therefore, what it's going to do is kind of learn all that stuff right here and now. Yes, it looks like it's creating an API route, which is good. It already has an auth, which is also good. Boom there, boom there, boom there. Handle the Stripe webhooks. Beautiful. This is great. It's great. And this should be in the API section. Let's just make sure that. Oh, okay. It's a util. And there's a lot of errors, which is okay. We'll work on it. So there's a lot of errors in this one. It's kind of concerning. It's just because there's no type. I'm going to eventually clean this up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have them all in a types folder. I need to download this as well. Okay, boom. I made it right there. Just take a second. So it looks like there's a couple of things. So create portal. Good. Create checkout. Okay. Realistically, what I want to do is I'd want to send maybe enums from the front end of the backend, and the backend will decipher what the enums mean in order to actually attach the price ID. But I mean, in this case, I guess what we could do is that it really doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does matter, but it's a lot to do. So what we're going to do is we'll have this finish this and we'll go and reevaluate after that. Looks like I'm just missing the thing. So with that said, I'm going to go here, go over to my Stripe stuff just so you guys can do it. Close your eyes, Stripe API. Let's search up API. All right, beautiful. Now I want to go in the product catalog. I want to get these two things. So first things first, I want product ID, and this is for the advisors that I want the two prices. So I want this one. Go in here, beautiful price, advisor weekly price, beautiful. Then I want to go back and I just want to grab that one. Okay, and now I go back one. Let's do the same thing here. So this product standard. Oh, yep. Okay, let's do yearly first for this one, just because it doesn't really matter which one we do first as long as we get them all done. And then we can do month or weekly. Sorry. Okay, awesome. So that looks great. It does, really does. Okay, so pretty much what I did here is that I changed my env keys, and so in here I went to the webhook, and as you can see, I just set it up base. So it's sending webhook information to this specific URL. This specific URL is not going to be the one that we're going to use. Actually going to update the details, and I'm going to change the URL. Sorry, just make sure the front is good, beautiful. And I want to add more events. So I asked chat what events we wanted to listen to. It's going to respond with a thing there. So checkout session completed, invoice paid, invoice payment failed, checkout session completed, invoice paid, invoice payment failed. My bad. Customer.subscription.updated. Let's check it out. So in here, I should be able to press this. Boom, there. It's going to actually pull up Stripe. Now, I'm going to put in my email. I'm going to put in my card information. I'm going to put in boom there. Name, address. Shucks. Let's do subscribe. Now, fingers crossed this works. So pretty much what this is doing is going to Stripe. If this is successful and we can see this, let's open up the terminals because this would be cool. You can see, I don't really remember what URL I was on. I presume it's this one. So I'm just going to go and paste this. I'm also going to go on my other terminal. Oh, shucks. That's why I was on the wrong one. Oh, it redirected me to the wrong URL. Okay, so this is really just an issue here. In theory, it's an issue. It's this, and let's try again. Well, maybe it was this one. Okay, it doesn't look like we're into anything. Oh, email. Okay, fingers crossed. Okay, so this keeps saying bad requests. I'm not entirely sure why. I'll just put that in there, and then let's look for the terminal. There's no way I'm gonna find it in here. We can search it up. Is that crazy? Nope. So let's just paste that. We'll go from there. But maybe you can see. I see user data. Let's try it once more. Okay, so it remembered my shit. First step, sending in the right stuff. This, in theory, this preserves a log. We should be good there. It probably just posted a bad request again. Okay, so the checkout process worked correctly. So you created a checkout and completed payment, but the user subscription table doesn't exist in my Supabase yet. Yeah, that's what I thought from there. Good logs, man. Good logs. Please use MCP and make this work. I just kind of like figure it out. Kind of curious, what tables do I have thus far? All right, so pretty much what's going on right now is Stripe's going. It's running. It says that I don't have any active subscriptions. Let me once again look at the logs. I probably have to do that again because the logs didn't fridge. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start free trial again. Go through here, subscribe. Meanwhile, this keeps saying bad request. I would like to know exactly what. I'd like to see my backend logs too. I am creating a new account and we're going to test this out. So I just signed up. Beautiful. I have no subscription active. So I go to the pricing plan, start free trial. Go in here. Okay, it's just saying that because I have that. And so this is going to load. It's going to process. I should see a post request. Already not a good sign, considering I just started that up. Subscription activated. My subscription activated successfully. So the toast is good. Okay, so right now what we're doing is we're making final edits. As you can see, there's a little bug right here. Just didn't parse the thing correctly. I think that we just added a new time conversion proper. So should let that run. We'll use, just make it sure. Let's make sure it's not. All right, let's try once more. Console, log on. Beauty, and we can see. Okay, beautiful. Come on, great, amazing. So it did give me the wrong plan. But in here, I mean, if it works, right? Like, it'll just a couple edits. Okay, so stripe customer ID. Customer ID, oh, no. Price ID. Let's just make sure via the env file. Okay, yeah. So I think it's just on the front end. Okay, just a couple more edits. So the stripe stuff is working properly now. The issue is that as you can see here, it's just gave me the wrong plan. I'm going to manage the subscription. Okay, that is also an issue. So create portal session does not work. That's something that we will have to fix. Half of this is literally just trial and error. I mean, it just takes a minute. It's like Legos, but the Legos are really complicated and it kind of piss you off. All right, so this should be really close to the end of it. It's doing some final updates right now, and then I will walk you through the kind of base template of everything. Then I'll actually push this live for you guys to be able to mess around with as well. There's a lot of edits, but this is kind of the gist. This is kind of how you make everything happen and kind of just understand it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I mean, this is really a base MVP. I would want to change a trillion things about this before I push this live. I think that this is a great example, though, of what you can do using AI if you have no clue how to code. It's really just testing and explaining it to the AI, and the AI will take it from there. With that said, there's a lot of better practices that I'd like to take and that I can walk through in my next video, just explaining, oh, this is how you should do this is how you should do that. But this is really fun. This is really great. I mean, it literally took me 2 hours, and this is what's built. So all great things. So let's walk through it one last time now that these edits should be made. Great. So reload this. First off, you can go in here. I can go and I can sign out. After I sign out, I can go obviously homepage, about page, subscriptions, start a free trial. I mean, this is kind of silly, but like there's some small edits. You can go contact. Let's sign up for a new account. Boom there. hi.com or .co, I guess. So that's what we'll do. Sign up. Beautiful. So that's that. I'm going to go. I can see my dashboard. I can see the pricing, and now I can see the settings page. It also says hi right there. Shout out. I'm going to go. I'm going to want to talk to an advisor, but really what it is buying a subscription. It's just a copy thing. Subscribe. What it's going to do is going to go to subscribe. It's going to talk with Stripe, and then as you can see, there's just a couple of new posts that came in. Boom there. Subscription activated. Wow, great. I have the advisor plan. Renewal. As you can see, my current plan is right there. Following up with this, you can now see that I have if I reload this, a new user in here that has all of my Stripe information. I can also go into the authentication, and I can see that the user was just made using email. So this is the gist. This is really, really good start. And thank you guys so much, so much for watching. I mean, so this is really the gist of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to watch part 2. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think.